Hey, goal friends, it's day 6, and we are almost a week into our goals. I have heard so many great stories about how um, just even working towards your goals have started to make things happen. There's a saying that the universe, once you start moving into a direction, that the universe will bring things to you. I'm not going to knock what people believe, but what I say is we serve a God that when we start having faith in those things and we speak them and we start moving into those directions, that they start manifesting, that people who have the answer to our question just show up. I believe they've already been there and they've been waiting for us to show up, for us to get the faith to believe that our goals are achievable. So, today in my post earlier today, and yes, y'all, I did not have my coffee, but as soon as I got off the post, I was like, coffee. My day started crazy. I just woke up late, so I was not able to write in my book in the morning, but I did finish my goals before my cup of coffee, which is cool because it reminds me. Actually, I was making my coffee and I was like, oh my God, I didn't do my goals. So I wrote them out. So anyway, I talked about confession. I even posted a confession. That's my confession. I have a confession of favor. And there's another one I may do and post on there as well as soon as I remember it. But it's a confession of favor, and it reminds us of the favor of God that surrounds us. That there's no lack in God. None. He as high and as deep and as wide and as large as you can believe him for a thing is as big as a thing he can do for you in your life. I like to say that our angels are sitting there waiting for us to say, you know what, because they say angels back into our call, waiting for us to get it together and say, I believe by faith that I'm going to do a TED Talk. So the angels go and they settle it. But the moment I'm like, well, maybe I can't do a TED Talk, the angels are like, what? Wait. We were just setting things up, lining things up for you, and you just halt us because we can't move until your faith is back in action. So, confess positive words and confess. That's why we write our goals in past tense like they're happening, because to us it's already happened. We're just going to walk into that thing. But walking into the thing is not just writing it down. It's not just confessing. It's doing the little processes that we talked about yesterday to make it happen. Okay? Because God is not our genie that we can say, oh God, make it happen. He's like, ding, there you go. No, it's through our faith and through us believing and taking one step in the direction of my TED Talk, your weight loss, your business start, your red bottoms, girl, your and every your speaking, your motivational speaking. All these things will happen as long as we believe them, and then we do the work. We got to do the work. Because ain't nobody going to have you speaking if they don't know who you are. Where you at? And I need some videos. I have not been on this thing, but I want to see those videos. I hope you guys did your 3 to 5 minute video on YouTube and you posted it on yesterday's post, because I'm looking forward to seeing it. So, having a confession for what you believe. There's also another confession for where I see myself in the next a year. So maybe I might say it, or I might write it, or I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll share it. And secondly is one more thing before I get off for here. I'm already on 4 minutes. Is our internal conversation. So there's an internal conversation that you have with yourself, and there's faith. And faith is saying, girl, you got this. But then there's your internal conversation that said, you know what? Dang, I forgot to, like me. The first thing that happened when I got up was like, oh my God, I'm late. I get up and I start doing everything, and I'm start running around the house to get out of this house on time so I won't be late. And then I'm like, oh my God, I didn't do my goals. And then the first thing that happens to me, or maybe it's just me, is like, look at you. you got everybody else writing their goals, and you didn't even write your goals. Mind you, I had my coffee yet, so I'm still within what I said to do. And I said, you know what? Instead of having that look at you or dang it, I forgot to write the goals, this is a better conversation. Hey, there's still time. You have not had your coffee. You are going to write the best. You're going to write those goals, and you're going to put them, and then they're going to be in the group, and you will have fulfilled what you're supposed to do for today. And in addition to that, you are going to check off 2 or 3 more things out of each goal that you had. And guess what? It's Valentine's Day. You're going to have a wonderful day. Because guess what? I love you, and so does God. And just to let you know, I think it was 23 years ago I gave my life to Christ. And my life has never been the same. It's been crazy, awesome, crazy, exciting, crazy roller coaster, crazy, what am I doing here? But all along, I never felt alone. I never felt unloved. I love the grace and the mercy that God extends towards us. So I'm coming up on my 7 minutes, and I don't want to be over 7 minutes. Thank you for being my girlfriend, and happy Valentine's Day. I hope this day was shared with much love and much joy. And if no one ever told you today, I love you. Thank you for being my girlfriend.